Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube Mommy Meetup channel and to the Mommy Meetup podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am Dana Ryan from DanaRyan.tv, and I am here with my two co-hosts. First, Amy, Dreamflight 6000. You want to go ahead and say hello to everybody?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Yes, and then Diana from Being Mommy with Style. You want to say hello?
Hey everyone!
Okay, so as Amy just alluded to, we are here today to talk all about Halloween. Halloween is coming up. We are in October, and I have completed my costume haul with the children. I don't know about you guys. Did you guys get your costumes yet? Amy, did you get yours yet?
For myself, I'm the same thing every single year. Andy's the same thing every single year. But the kids, no, we have not done that yet.
Okay. All right, well, I want to know what you're going to be. How about you, Diana? Did you guys get your costumes yet?
I'm waiting for the final pieces to arrive. The kids are easy because they just generally use princess dresses, which we have around anyways. But for my husband and myself, we're waiting on a couple pieces, but they're on their way.
Oh my goodness. I know, I'm intrigued. You're waiting for a couple pieces. All right, I got to hear about that. Okay, so like I said, mine are complete. We got them, and I
watched your video.
Did you watch my video?
It's so cute, yeah. I think Crank. Is it Crank? I think his is my favorite.
No, yeah, he's the skeleton, right? Is that what you were thinking?
Oh, no.
No, it was Louis who has this weird, that weird mask.
Louis.
That was Louis,
yeah. I was like, that's kind of creepy. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this year we went to Kmart, and every year, like, we do something different. Last year I had ordered the costumes online, and this year, Jim was like, I don't want you to do that because he thought the costumes were way too expensive. You know how you get those catalogs like Firefly or some kind of weird, like, those costumes they send you? Like, the catalogs come in the mail, and the kids, like, leaf through all the catalogs, and they love looking at all the pictures of all the different costumes, and, they usually pick out what they want, but then, each costume was like about $40, $50 for the costumes, but the costumes are so cool. But this year, Jim was like, I don't want you to do that. Let's just go to a store. So we went to Kmart, and that's where we got all the costumes from for the kids, and they picked out their own. But none of them are matching. Like, they're just all, like, individual. Like, just like you said, we got a skeleton, and then, Louis, who picked out this weird mask, which is like a comic. He looks like, it's like half, like, woman, half man skeleton face with, like, red lipstick. It's really funky looking, but it's going to be weird because everyone's going to be different. And then, little D, who's 8, she picked out this fortune teller costume. So it's like everybody's going to be...
My favorite part was
mismatched.
She bought that for that golden hat. She said that she kept telling, this is the golden hat. This is the golden hat. I was like
the headband, the gold headband.
Oh, what is it? I forgot what the name of it was. They have the ball and the, what do you call that person? There's a name for it. I can't think of it.
Oh, a fortune teller. Right? That's what she's going to be.
Maybe that
or someone else. Yes?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. So they're all going to be different, and I kind of liked it better when we ordered from the catalogs, and it was sort of like I could sort of steer a little bit better as far as what they got as a costume, because I was like, how about this? And like it sort of was, I don't know. But this year we all went to Kmart and got them, and I usually never really dress up. I don't dress up. So Amy, tell us what you're going to do. You are a reader.
The last time we had the hangout, you were reindeer. You were all reindeer. I thought that was so cute.
It was like a boring Santa. Yeah.
I'm just a boring witch. Every year, I'm a witch.
Do the kids?
Well, that's a classic.
Yeah, like do they say? Are you going to be a witch this? Like, do they know that you're a witch every year?
Every year, I'm a witch. I'm too cheap to buy a new costume every year. I need to just spend the money on one costume and wear it. I'm going to wear it till I die.
We should do that. I like that idea.
So our neighbor is 96 years old, and she is the scariest clown ever, but she's a clown every single year since she moved here. For years and years and years, she's been a clown, and she dresses up in this clown costume.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to be the witch.
It's kind of like a tradition. So then, like, you have, like, your own family tradition, and then everyone that comes to your door knows that you're going to be a witch each year.
And Andy's the same scary guy every year.
Scary guy? Is that his official title?
No, it's like a guy who kills people, but we don't.
Oh my gosh.
We don't want to tell the kids the real name because it's not a good. I can't even think of what the real name is, but it's a very scary, not a good name. So Andy, we just call him a scary guy.
Like the Reaper? Are you like the Grim Reaper type of thing? Or
it comes with like a yeah.
Yeah.
This time and my brain doesn't work for words. Sorry, but yeah, it's a
Is it
scary
from a
costume.
movie like Jason from a movie?
No, no,
No.
it's just a costume. I got it on clearance that after Halloween at Party City, and he's like extra, extra, extra large. So it was like the best deal. I was like, "That's what you're gonna be." It was like $10. And it's a really cool costume.
Hmm. I like this how you just assigned each other a costume and then that's
Yeah.
it for life. Like you just like that's your
I kind
costume
of
for
like that
life.
idea.
I do too. That takes the pressure off. I don't know. But you guys should be like a team. What goes with which though? I don't even know what would go with a witch. What's the male side of a witch? I don't know. But okay, so you didn't get the kids' costumes yet,
Well,
Amy.
guess what Henry wants to be, Dana?
What?
Your favorite animal.
Oh, he's gonna be a bat.
A bat. And he doesn't want to be Batman. He wants to be like an actual bat. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Nice.
Did I have any influence over this decision? I like to think that all of my bat videos recently
Your
had
bat
some part to
costume.
play.
Like you're actually the bat. You're not like I'm sure he loved the whole costume. You had quite the setup with your costume. You
Thank
could
you.
just go as a bat lady.
That's what people are telling me on Periscope. If you don't know, I had a bat in our house in August this year, and it was very traumatic. So all of my periscoping scopes for like several weeks had something to do with bats, and I bought this whole outfit in case another bat comes in the house, so I can tackle the bat. It's very interesting, but
You
so
even have
yeah,
like that net over your head. Like
I know.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
people said they were like, you should wear that for Halloween. But I like your idea of doing the same thing every year, like getting one costume for myself and just always being that same thing. I kind of like the consistency of that. Diana, do you dress up?
We
Well,
do.
she's getting the pieces. What are the pieces?
Right. What are these pieces?
So we do generally different costumes
Ooh,
each
ooh,
year.
ooh, ooh. Let us guess. Like, give us
Okay.
clues.
Do you guys know what we were last year? Last year we were Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. So it's different this year, but we do try to find something that goes with each other. So I'll just give you a hint right at the top. It's Disney related, so that's a good start.
Is it Frozen related?
It is not for my husband and myself. It is not Frozen related.
But you've
It
got to
is
be a
movie,
princess,
though.
right? Princess and prince?
It does not have anything to do with a princess,
But it's
Ooh.
Disney.
but it's Disney.
Are you
Mickey
like
and Minnie?
animals?
Mickey and Minnie.
No, but I'd love to do Mickey and Minnie one year. It'd be so cute. But if you are in touch with your emotions, I bet you'll be able to guess what we're going to be.
Ooh, Inside Out people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
aren't you guys trendy?
I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm very
like-
excited. I think it's going to be cute.
You're
So.
gonna fit in with. I bet there's gonna be so many of those kids with the costumes.
Yeah, I do think so.
Cute,
I-
cute.
Yeah, and we haven't. If we got the girls already have the outfits to do Joy and to do little mini Anger, but they have decided to, of course, do a princess, and we may have Elsa again this year. Who knows?
No
But
way.
anyhow,
You're going to have Elsa again?
I don't know.
See, they're following in my footsteps.
Yeah. She is. Natalie is. If she chooses Elsa again this year, I think it might just become a permanent thing.
I know. She's chosen so young what her permanent costume will be.
goodness. I know. Let's hope we can keep finding it in bigger sizes as she gets older. But she's going back and forth between Elsa, Mulan, Anna, Rapunzel, so who knows what she's going to land on. Who knows?
What are the pieces that you need for that? Do they don't have just an adult costume for it? You had to piece it
so I'm
together?
actually going to be doing a little bit of Disney bounding with my costume, which means you just take like regular clothing pieces and try to make it look like the costume in some parts. So I'm going to be Disgust, which if you're not familiar with the character, she's the little green one with attitude. Mindy Kaling is her voice, so she's like, ugh. But I ordered a belt from Etsy that has the D on it that looks like her belt, and I ordered a dress from ModCloth that looks kind of like the dress, and some leggings from a dance store, so it should all hopefully come
Exciting.
together.
I've never seen the movie. I'm not a movie watcher, but it looks cute.
It
I
does
haven't
look,
seen it either.
Yeah.
What's Dan going to be then?
He's going to be Anger.
Oh, Anger.
Wow,
Oh, God.
look at you guys.
We're going to be Disgust and Anger. Yeah.
Wow.
So it should be
Oh
a
my
hoot.
gosh. That'll be so fun. I can't wait. It would be so cool, though, if the girls would, stick with your theme and do it. You guys could be a whole family. How do you convince your kids to do that?
I know. I may have to try to convince them, to go ahead and join in on the theme because we already have the costumes because we wore them earlier for a Disney bounding video. So who knows? Maybe we'll just be a family of Inside Out. We'll see.
Mhm.
What
Yeah.
was Jim gonna be, or what are you gonna be? You never told us.
I don't have one. That's why I said I don't have a costume this
Ooh,
year.
be a
You should
witch
be a
like
witch.
me.
I need to get like a permanent costume because I just
You know why the witch one is so? It's such a comfortable. It's the most comfortable, stretchy outfit ever. It's just black. It's stretchy. It's so comfortable.
You could
I
be
do
a
like
bat
that.
hunting witch.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
with your mask. Yes. Mhm.
I promised the kids I would stop talking about bats because I think I've traumatized them because I wouldn't stop talking about it.
She
But
needs one of those little buttons that has a bat on it with like a
Yeah.
red circle with a,
that would be so
crosser.
cute. I know.
Yeah.
Oh. I like the witch idea though because I do agree that's really comfortable because you can just wear like a black dress or something and then
Mhm.
the
It's
hat.
cold here, so I actually wear a coat. It's super big. I got like the biggest size I could, so I can put it over a big hoodie.
Hmm.
It's warm.
Yeah, and I don't know what Jim's gonna be. I just don't know what would go with that. I'd feel like if I became a permanent costume, I'd want to have one that he could kind of complement with me. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought too much about us. Just was doing the kids this year, and that's it. I don't
You could
know.
be a muggle. You guys could do a
Yes.
Harry Potter
I
theme.
could be Mrs. Weasley. I love Mrs. Weasley. I
I
always
love
think
Mrs.
that our
Weasley,
house
too.
looks like the Weasley home. That's how I feel like. I always think about her, like in her huge disaster house with all the kids, and that's what I feel like our house is. I would love that. Yeah, we could be Mr. and Mrs. Weasley, but I don't know if Jim's so into that, but I think that would be awesome.
It'd
I
be
don't know
great.
who
You
they
could just get
are.
a little suit and yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun. I know, because that's like a mismatched thing. And she's a witch, Amy, so that would work out,
Oh, really?
right?
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
look up the Weasleys because I don't know who you
Yes.
guys are talking. This is Harry Potter.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
it's Harry
Yeah, I don't know
Potter.
Harry
Mhm.
Potter.
Yep. Maybe that'd be a good spin on the witch theme. That might be pretty good. So we did ask all the YouTube Mommy Meetup members to share with us what Halloween costumes their kids were wanting to be this year. So do you have it pulled up, Diana? Do you by any chance?
I
have
do,
it
yeah.
up.
I just pulled it
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Okay, so we wanted to read off what some of the costumes were that some of the kids were wanting to be this year, in case you were looking for some ideas or your kids were. So if
A
you
lot
have
of
it up,
people commented. Oh my
there was
goodness.
a lot of comments. Yep, we like our costumes in YouTube Mommy
Oh,
Meetup.
yeah. Lots of costume ideas
Ooh.
here.
Okay, read them, Diana.
All right. So Sarah from Finding My Mommy Way, she says SP is going to be a horse.
Where are
She's
you
actually
looking?
making
Oh,
his
you're
costume.
starting at the bottom. I see. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of bouncing around. Sorry. And then here, I'll go back up to the
It's
top.
not in order. We can't handle that.
Yeah, I can't handle that.
All right, I'll do it in order, ladies. All right, Carol from Christmas Carol 86, she says, a tiger and a ghost is a lot of animal themes here.
Oh yeah, that
I wouldn't have
is.
predicted
Ooh,
that.
I like Bonitas.
Vampires.
A whole family of vampires. That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's so
That's
cool.
fun.
If the whole family is doing it, that's really awesome.
Mhm.
I'm scared of vampires because they're like bats. I've always I've always had like a really bad fear of vampires because I watched The Lost Boys. You remember that movie when I was a little kid and all the vampires in that movie? Do you remember? You guys don't remember that movie? Oh my God.
I think I read the book or something.
I was terrified. I was terrified of vampires after that, and then now I've had bats in my home. Go figure. All right, I'm sorry to
It's a
interrupt.
running theme in your life.
Yes, it is.
So Stephanie says her kids are going to be minions, and she's thinking about trying to get her husband to dress up as Gru and Lacey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's Gru and Lucy?
Like the guy, Gru is like he's the grumpy
Oh, it's
guy,
from the
right?
Minions?
He was like the minion leader, for lack of
Oh,
a better
okay.
word, right? How would you
I've
describe
never,
it?
you know what?
Watch
I've
it.
never
I don't
watched
know.
the Minions. I didn't see the Minions either. I've just seen like
Yeah.
the commercials and like the video, the dance, like the music videos over and over again. That I feel like I've seen it, but I haven't.
You know what? If
Yeah.
you're going to watch it, watch the original one. I would not recommend the new one that just came out that I think is literally just called Minions. We
Oh,
literally
really?
got up and walked out of that movie.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
separate story. Yeah, it was really not great.
We
My
were just
kids
at a birthday
love
party with
Mi-
Minions.
those Minion those that you open blind
Oh,
bags.
the blind bags.
Seriously, we
Yeah.
only have like 3 of them, but they play hours still with these. I think you might have given us
Yeah.
one of those. I know they play with them. They bring them to school. They bring them home. They bring them wherever they go in their
That's
pockets. They
cool.
love
Oh.
them. But we've
We
never
have
seen
one.
the movie.
But they're awful. Like you have to like snap in the arms on those ones. We have the blind bag minions, and maybe they were Lego themed, but it was like I had to put it together, the minion, and it was really hard to put it
It's
together.
hard to put it together, but once it's together, it stays together.
Ours doesn't. It gets ripped apart. Maybe
Well, my
'cause our
boys are very
kids
careful with their
animals.
stuff.
Mine are not careful.
Sounds like my house.
All right, next. Let's hear the rest.
Ashley says that they're going to have Chewbacca, a firefighter, and a fox.
Ooh, Chewbacca.
The fox is cute.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that doesn't go together at all. Well, maybe
No?
kind of. Chewbacca, firefighter, and fox. I
Why
don't
does it
know.
have to go together? We've never matched in our life.
I don't know. Everything has to go together for me. I feel it has to
I like it when
match.
it goes together because it's fun.
Yeah,
I
it's
understand
cute.
letting them pick what they want, you know. Brittany says Ninja Turtle. I love that Ninja Turtles have come back. I love that.
I know,
my
it's
kids
true.
love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Dawn says she's thinking about Woody from Toy Story for her son.
Cute.
Oh, okay, that would be really cute. I like that.
Oh,
Toy
Erica
Story.
said Curious George. Oh, I love Curious George. Her
I know.
husband's going to be the man with the yellow hat, and her 1-year-old daughter's going to be... Who's that?
Nochi. Is that
Who's
Nochi the
Nochi?
cat? That's the
Nochi.
cat. Yeah. That's the little
From-
cat. And
From Curious
yeah.
George?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently I haven't watched enough if I don't know who that is. That's so cute. I wish I had that theme now. It's very cute.
See, it goes together. I like it.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, and next, Beth, I think she says, my 10-year-old son is going as Doctor Who, and my 4-year-old daughter is going as Dorothy. What does
A
Doctor Who
Whovian.
look like? I don't know what kind of costume would that be?
Well, it depends on which doctor you choose. I'm like falling into the nerd category tonight, apparently.
Yes, you
I know all the
are.
nerd trivia tonight. He's
Good.
different depending on which number doctor he is. So
Really? That's crazy. I
let us
didn't
know
know that.
which number doctor
Hmm.
he's choosing.
I've never watched Doctor Who, obviously.
Oh, for shame, for shame. It's fantastic. It takes a couple shows to get into it, but then you'd be hooked.
Okay, any more?
Amy, you want to
Sure.
get a couple?
Angie. Oh, baby lion. Which would be a
What?
baby cub, right? A cupcake princess. She said cutest costume ever. Oh,
That would be
cupcake
cute.
princess. And the Flash. Very fun.
Oh,
Very
Delise
fun.
said Power Rangers. You see that? Delise says
Oh,
Power
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It was her first year to pick whatever they want, and they coordinated. That is
That's
awesome,
cute.
Delise. Your kids rock. And she's
We
so
have
happy.
outfits that Henry had that Evan will choose from the previous outfits, most likely. Henry was the firefighter the last 2 years, but he's probably grown out of that costume.
Yeah. Do they still wear their costumes? Like ours, I know yours do, Diana. Like they just have costumes that they like to play in, right? Like they just
Yeah, oh,
all
yeah.
year they're wearing costumes, I feel like.
All
They
year
just-
round, every day of the world. Yeah.
That's nice when they picked the old costumes for Halloween. That's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, that is one handy thing about having tons of princess dresses on hand is that if one of them says, "Oh, I'm going to be Rapunzel," I'm like, "Great, we've already got that."
Mhm.
And with me, I
Wonderful.
have 3 boys, so I save all the outfits from all the years, and then you easily have outfits for whatever.
Mhm.
Exactly. That's the way to do it.
Should we talk about candy?
Yes. Let's talk about
It's not
candy.
Halloween without candy.
It is
I
not.
love candy. Mommy picks all the chocolates out.
This is what I want to know, Amy. How much of the Halloween candy goes into your special Amy drawer that you have with your candy? I know you have
Not a
that
lot.
secret stash. I know
I
you
do have
that
I do have a secret stash, but Andy actually takes it to work, the
Hmm.
majority of it. But I
That's a
keep
good
the good
idea.
stuff, like the really good stuff.
What is really good stuff to you?
Reese's, Snickers, Kit Kats.
That's the premium candy.
That's around our area, yeah. Yeah, that's.
Twix. I like Twix. I love those things.
Mhm.
Do you do that? Do you pull stuff out, Diana, or what do you do with your candy?
I do. I'm gonna sound like a horrible mother. Okay, so I do like pick out my favorites. Like if the kids nary see mini Twix, like Twix disappear very quickly in our house. But I don't actually let them have a lot of it. I know that's kind of bad.
We don't. Andy takes it to work, but
Yeah, and
mm.
they get like they get a couple pieces for like maybe a week afterwards, but I don't. They don't just sit down and like rah rah rah, you know. So I pick out my favorites.
Well, I told them last year that I had eaten all of it. And I did
Oh,
that
that's
I
video.
remember
right.
that. I remember that
I did
video.
the
That's
Jimmy
right.
Kimmel, challenge and told them that I had eaten all of it, and it was really sweet actually because Louis was kind of crying, but the rest of them they didn't believe me at all. They didn't believe me, and then I don't even think even though Louis was crying, he really didn't believe me either. Like right after they were just like, that was funny, and then they wanted to watch the video over and over and over again. Like,
Oh,
I swear, I
that's
think
so
all
cute.
all 80,000 views or whatever on that video are just my kids watching the video over and over again because they thought it was funny and they wanted to see themselves, but they didn't believe me because I actually the Halloween candy in our house usually ends up in the pantry and it's like there. I think we maybe threw it out like 2 months ago. Like it just like they eat it
Right.
like a lot of it Halloween night. Like I just let them. I really do let them overindulge in it. They just like whatever. But then that next day, it's pretty much like they have like maybe one or two pieces, and then I feel like they just forget about it, and I hide it away,
Mhm.
and then it just gets tossed. I should take it to work. That's probably a good idea, just to kind of get rid of it.
That is a good idea because I feel like ours, like, my favorites disappear pretty quickly, but then the rest of it just sits.
Yeah, it lingers, right? Like I don't know,
Yeah.
especially like the candy that's not good, like the little, the hard candies or whatever that's in there that you don't like, but it just sits around pretty much the whole year, and even like in the Halloween bowl, like up in the top shelf in the pantry, it just sits there, so it gets gross. It's better just to get rid of it. So I don't know. And if you got, I see we have viewers here with us, and unfortunately, the comment tracker is again not working. So if
Surprise,
you're
surprise.
surprised, so
Yeah.
if you're leaving comments, we do appreciate it, and I will go and look after the hangout ends. I
And
just wanted
thank
to
you
say
for
that.
watching. I mean,
Yes.
watching
So
live. That's awesome.
if you're here with us live, thank you so much, and we appreciate that with you guys being here. And let us know if you eat your Halloween candy or not, and we'll go check out those comments after the hangout is over, so we can write back to you. So thank you for being here.
Tell us
But
which ones you pull out for yourself.
which ones are your
Yeah.
premium
Everybody does
pieces?
it. We know you do. Admit it.
So let's talk about trick-or-treating and getting that candy. Do you guys do it in your own home neighborhood, or do you drive somewhere else? Amy?
We stay here. We stay in our neighborhood.
Okay, so you just like go out the front door and walk down the street around your
Right
neighborhood?
out. Right. Yep.
That's so
Mhm.
nice. I love that. How about you, Diana? In your new neighborhood this
In
year?
my new neighborhood, and I keep moving to new neighborhoods every single year. So,
Now you can meet everybody. Knock knock.
uh,
Hi.
well, up until the past couple of years, we have just like done moms group things, and we've gone to those Halloween parties, and then we maybe like go see the neighbors like right next door, but that was it. But I think we've kind of started a new family tradition of going to Disney World for
Oh my
Halloween. So
gosh.
we were at Disney World last Halloween, and they actually on Halloween, and trick or treated at the party and all that kind of stuff. So we just had Halloween at Disney World.
That's
So
a
That's
nice tradition.
awesome.
You don't have to worry about the neighborhood at all then. That's how you
yeah,
manage to keep it consistent, right? You're in the Disney World neighborhood every single year.
exactly. I'm in Walt's neighborhood. Yeah, so it works out really nicely though, because they literally have trick or treating set up. They've got these giant bins, and my kids' cases, we take the stroller. So I literally rolled them through the trick or treating line in the stroller,
Nice.
and they just
Nice.
held out their bags. I mean, how lazy is that? It's like the ultimate
Wow.
trick or treating. They didn't even have to walk anywhere.
So who
So
gives out the candy? So obviously the cast members or whatever they call themselves in Disney
yeah.
World, are they standing in the street just like spaced out, or how do they
They
hand that
actually
out?
have like designated candy spots all throughout, and it's on the map. You're handed a map when you first walk in. It's got all the trick-or-treating places marked out. It's really orderly. It's really quick. Like I was so surprised how quick it went. And you just line up, and the line's moving. They've got two giant barrels on either side of the line, and cast members on either side of the line. and we're talking like barrels, like standing up from the floor, barrels full of candy. And these
What kind of candy?
Like
good stuff?
Yeah, really good stuff. I mean, some of the stuff you could tell was like sponsored by companies because obviously they want to be in Disney's Halloween thing.
Is it like whole bags of chips and that kind of thing?
It wasn't like chips necessarily, but there was like bags of like yogurt covered craisins and stuff like that that were really interesting.
Yeah.
And then there was traditional candy like Snickers and Twix and Reese's and Tootsie
cool.
Rolls and
Let's just go to Disney, Dana.
Just come along with my suitcase. Just hop along.
Only if all the barrels are filled with Reese's peanut butter cups.
Right? Which lines
or
are
Hershey's? Don't you like Hershey's? You live right by Hershey's.
Yes, of course. Hershey as well. Yes, don't forget Hershey.
Yeah.
Hershey.
Collab Camp. We don't forget Collab Camp is in Hershey.
Did the tickets go on sale today? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Why are we talking about that?
I know. So go there and get Hershey candy in July.
Fresh, right from the tap.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that'll be so cool if you guys do that again in Disney for Halloween. That'll be so fun. I don't know. I think that the atmosphere, you can't really beat that for anything. We went in Christmas time, and I think it's fantastic there at Christmas time. I love holidays there. I think it's really cool. I'll have to try it one year. Halloween.
Yeah. Halloween's definitely worth trying. I want to try Christmas maybe next year.
Yep.
Although I should try to go this year to go see the lights, but that's a whole nother.
I know. Well, we do our neighborhood, and I like it because we just sometimes I think going in the neighborhood is scary. I had trouble with that in the beginning, just because I was like, when you first join, when you move to a new neighborhood and you go around the houses, you don't know which houses are like the scary houses. Because some of the houses really were scary. Like the people are nice, but there was a lot of like retired people in our neighborhood, and some of the houses they were like, oh, come in. Like they want the kids to come into the house, and like they want to see the costumes, which is fine, but I'm like I have to go in with them, and then the kids are actually really scared because like these strangers are like making them come in their house, and some of the houses are like those smokers who live there, so the house is really smoke filled, or they have dogs, and it kind of feels like creepy that I'm like I'm always telling my kids don't go into strangers' homes, and then here we are knocking on these strangers' doors and going into their houses. But now that we've been living in our neighborhood for 7 years, I guess now, like certain houses I know, like I don't go to them. Like I don't like want the kids to have to like go inside, and I feel bad because I know that some of the people, they do want to see the kids, they just want to see kids, but I just don't feel comfortable going into people's homes, in certain places. So, and we only go like on our street to just a couple of the houses, like literally like maybe 4 or 5 houses, and that's it. And then I think we're done. Like that's enough for me. Like we do the 5 houses, and then I'm like, all right, let's go back and get your candy. And I feel like that's enough candy for them, and they're pretty happy because people like give them like they get huge handfuls at each of the houses, and I figure that it's good. And then they like coming back to the house, and I feel like they have more fun handing out candy to people who come to our door. Like I think that's almost more fun to see the people who come to your door.
It is. That is really fun. I love like seeing the variety of costumes that come to the door, and
we always put like a fire on in the fireplace, and it's just kind of nice to be in the house and just
bats can be flying around.
That's exactly right, Amy. You have the whole atmosphere going on.
Someone's got to get Dana
out of the broom.
Now I have my outfit. I'm all ready to go. I can battle. And I've had my rabies vaccines, so I'm cleared. I always said, you know what? As a family, we are rabies vaccinated. So if there's anything else in the house, I should be good to go. I should get over my fear and just walk right up and pick it up and just pick it outside. Let it go ahead and bite me. I'm covered.
We're hardcore. I guess maybe we're too hardcore trick-or-treaters. We go to way more than 5 people's houses. We just go as many places as we can. It's so fun.
How long are you out for? Are you out
like
for a couple
a long
hours?
time.
Are you one of those families who pulls the wagon and it's like filled with beer? I know you're not, but I know there's some families like you see the husbands pulling the radio flyer wagon and it's filled with beer bottles and all.
Almost.
Like a
make
road
their
trip.
way around the whole neighborhood for hours getting candy.
Oh, that's so funny.
You are. It's just minus the beer. I bet you do that.
I don't know. The way she's laughing,
No.
it might not be minus.
Oh.
Oh my god, you guys.
That's you, Amy. That's you.
Oh, you guys. Too late.
I don't know what they're gonna do in this neighborhood. The last neighborhood I lived in, it was actually cool at Halloween. They had like a lot of people had like those little scout things, you know, like they're kind of like four-wheelers, but they drive. I don't know. But they would like drive around with like platforms behind, and all the teenagers would ride around on it, and there was like a big, thing, and they almost had like a little mini parade of teenagers. It was fun.
That is cool. I know that's the thing though. If you go away every Halloween, you don't even know what's happening at your house because you don't even know what your neighborhood is doing every Halloween.
I don't have a clue. It might be scarier this year. I don't know.
Do you have a lot of little kids in your neighborhood?
What's that?
Do you have a lot of little kids in your neighborhood?
You know what? Our neighborhood's about half and half. It's kind of like the dynamic of there's a lot of retired folks and then there's a lot of like young couples with younger kids moving in as they kind of move out and sell their houses. Mm-hmm. So I'd say it's about half and half. There's a lot of like little kids like right down here around us though. So I bet there's going to be, a decent amount of trick-or-treaters. I would guess.
See, we even get a lot. I'm home long enough to hand out candy, so.
How do you do that? How do you hand it out and be out for such a long? I mean, do you go after you hand it out or before, Amy?
No, we go and then I come home and we hand it out. Or Andy keeps going with the kids and I come home to hand out candy with whoever the littlest one.
So you've got the best Halloween trick-or-treating neighborhood. It sounds like that's just awesome.
There's kids everywhere. People are outside and saying hi to everybody. There's people with their fire pits and
forget Disney. I'm going to travel to your house for Halloween.
I'll go to Minnesota.
Actually, they always run out of candy like every year.
That's amazing. That's awesome. I like that. I always thought it'd be fun to live like in the city, when it's really there's so many kids and like the row homes and stuff, and it's like back to back, like just tons and tons of kids. And I always thought that'd be kind of fun because we never run out of candy ever. We don't have that many kids. It's kind of sad. I think it's nice when you like get it packed.
We live in a really old neighborhood too. Like it's an old neighborhood, but it's the mixture, like Diana said, with the new family or the younger families, and then the retired, like they've been there since they're the original owners, and everybody's so nice. Yeah.
I've always thought like if we bought a new house if we move, I'm like part of the criteria should be like how good is the trick-or-treating. When you move your family to a new neighborhood, it's like almost like you want to go scout out the neighborhood before you move there on Halloween night to see what it looks like, because I feel like it's important.
Well, that's a good way to meet the neighbors, see how the neighbors are by trick-or-treating the houses.
Just go there and walk around on Halloween.
And if the neighborhood has like parties and stuff, like the neighborhoods here, like the popular things they do, not necessarily on Halloween night, but they'll have like a little Halloween parade, and they'll have like a fire truck come, but it's like the weekend before Halloween. I don't know why.
Ooh, that reminds me, Halloween's on Saturday.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's so awesome for us, especially with Henry having diabetes. His blood sugar kind of goes crazy that night because we let him go crazy with candy.
How do you handle that on Halloween night? Is that like intense after all the candy, or you just
I don't know. You just give
adjustments
him
for it?
Yeah, we just watch him. But it's fun. It's like he can. We let him have like 8 pieces of candy, which is awesome. So.
Yeah, that's what we do. We like to gorge on it too.
We do, because we do. Andy and I do too. We're like eating it just like they are.
Yeah. Oh, fun. I really do want to come to your house this year, Amy. I think that'd be so fun.
I want you to come to my house.
Yep. We'll have to schedule that one year.
Yeah.
Halloween. Okay. All right. So that went really fast tonight, and I think I did pretty good considering I fell asleep right before I got on here, and I had to
I'm like, where's Tina?
I had to be woken up to come do the hangout because I fell asleep with the kids, and I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, I gotta go.
I was getting worried. I almost called you.
I know. That's like the latest I've ever been to get started. I literally like jumped out of bed and like came up here and turned everything on and was like, okay, bam, let's go. So, all right. So we made it through. So like we were talking about earlier, tickets to Collab Camp go on sale tomorrow, which is really exciting. If you have no idea what Collab Camp is, it is an annual conference for YouTube moms and dads where we get together. It's a day event, and in 2016, it's going to be in Hershey, Pennsylvania, at the Hershey Lodge. And
Does it smell like chocolate there?
it does. It smells like chocolate
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh.
Yes,
Cool.
I know. We definitely will be hitting up the chocolate factory tour while we were there, and it's going to be really fun. I love Hershey. I love it so much. So we hope that you can join us. It's on July 30th, and you just go to collabcamp.com if you are looking for information or if you would like to purchase a ticket. And we would love to meet you there. And what else do I want to say? Anything? Oh, if you have enjoyed the podcast, make sure you go and leave us a review on iTunes. We would really appreciate that. And what were you going to say, Amy?
Tomorrow is Heart Attack.
Oh, yes. And don't forget to join us on Periscope. If you don't know what Periscope is, it's a new live streaming app, and you can come and play Heart Attack with us. It's a Periscope game, and you do not have to live stream yourself in order to play with us, and you do not have to be a YouTube mom to play with us. And you can go to playheartattack.com to get information about that. But we'll be playing tomorrow night, Thursday night, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are watching us live or in the future, just join us in the Facebook group to find out times.
And you
Depending
pray
on
for
when.
brown Hershey hearts.
Yes, there you go. Chocolate hearts is what you want to win.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So before we go, Diana, where can everybody go to find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/bemommywithstyle.
Perfect. All right. Amy?
You can find me at DreamPlate6000 on YouTube and everywhere else. But you can see me on Periscope tomorrow at Heart Attack.
Okay. All right. And I am Dana
It's
Ryan.
so fun. I'm seriously, people need to come. It's just like the most fun thing ever.
It is fun. Once you play, you'll have a heart attack and you'll know why.
It's an addiction.
It's very addicting. I know. It gives you a rush.
I missed last week and I about had a heart attack myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like Annie that I missed Heart Attack.
Amy, you're so funny. All right, so thank you guys for joining us, and I am Dana Ryan at danaryan.tv, and you can find me Miss Dana Ryan everywhere. It's MSDANARYAN. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and we will talk to you next time. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.